Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa. Now, thank you very much for tuning in for another experience with Fafa. Now, today I'm taking it to the Togoland, yes. And I've just twisted it and I've packed it with flavors because that's what this channel is about. Creative cooking, yes. Now, if this is your first time, you're welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification button. And if you do like what you see so far, please click that like button as well so that this video can go a bit further. Yes, you know what I mean? Let's start. So what am I making? I'm confidently trying to make this classic Togolese dish known as DJONGOLI. Even the name alone, it just resonates. It's almost like, you're beating the talking drums and, it's like evoking some sense of adventure. Anyway, let's start with some fusion. So all I just did was got my smoked fish, added some spring onions and 1 habanero chili, allowed it to simmer for 15 minutes, and then I allowed it to sit in that stock for another 15 minutes. I'm now going to be reserving that fish for another recipe, absolutely, but this stock is what makes the dish. The first time I tried it, I had my nephew come over and it was incredible because we had it with a peanut butter soup, which I'll leave the recipe link in the description box below. So here I do have my soaked beans. Now, the quickest way to soak your beans, if you can get some lukewarm water, within a few hours, your beans will just be puffed up and just nice. Now, I don't want to use all my beans for this recipe. And then again, the ratio of beans to your corn flour comes down to your personal preference. I just want to see a little bit of speck in there, not too much of the beans, yes, but just enough. So that's what I'm going on measuring. But in terms of that, you can go 50-50 on it, or, it comes down to what you like. But then again, this is a creative cooking channel. And if you've not clicked the subscribe button yet, I don't even know what you're waiting for. Anyway, next thing is, of course, I need to cook my beans. So to that, I've just added some water and I'm going to allow this to simmer, and it has to be nice and soft. And that will take about, 30 to 40 minutes for that to happen. Let's do some infusions. That's what this channel is about, by the way. So 20 minutes into my cooking time of my beans, I'm adding my smoked fish stock to it. Absolutely. So by the time the beans cooks, it would have absorbed that flavor anyway. Now let's talk about thy lockdown diaries. Okay, so I don't have corn flour, but what I do have is my cornmeal. So I attempted to blend it in my blender, and I'm just showing the consistency it still has. It's it's smooth, but not as it's still coarse in a way. So I was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to infuse more flavors to this. So I'm going to transfer my cornmeal back into my blender, and to that I decided to add my smoked fish stock. So I blend that in. So you see flavor number 2. We're infusing the bad girl. Yes, and look how lovely that stock is. So I'm going to blend that further, and that's going to make it smoother. Yes, and at this point my beans is ready, and I've just added my smoked cornmeal mixture, and I'm just stirring it just to make sure that I avoid any lumps. Okay, now traditionally the recipe would just require you to add the flour straight up, but I prefer this way because it makes it pliable and it allows it to last a little bit longer. Yes, but I guess some people will use a or bicarbonate soda for it to achieve that, but I'm just making an all natural one over here. So at this point, this is just simmering on that lovely low heat, and I'm liking the consistency of it. And this is where I need to now incorporate some flavors. So I'm adding my salt to taste. Yes. So I'm mixing it. And look, it looks like porridge, doesn't it? Hey, what have I done? Ndudu by Fafa. You know, where sure I came happy. And I'm sure about it, no guy. You. If I G a donna document, wait. So at this point, she's made her cocoa. No. Let's rescue this cocoa fiasco. It's not, honestly. So I've blended some more cornmeal and I'm adding it to my mixture. So I'm using the Akpala process in making this. Yes, I mean, as I said, the traditional recipe, one would just add the cornmeal straight away and would avoid this altogether, but I prefer it this way anyway, and I'm just showing how I make it. And so here it looks like it's going to be a bit lumpy, but no, it's because I'm incorporating, you know, a dry ingredient into a wet ingredient, so you have to go through this process. So it does need a little bit more, and it's exactly what I've done. And I don't even know why I chose the saucepan, because it's small, so I have to be very skillful. It will be a little bit on the messy side, so you see, you know not to use a smaller saucepan for this, but definitely you do need a heavy bottomed saucepan to make this, absolutely. And I'm just skillfully twisting and turning it, and I think it looks good. At this point, I need to add some flavor. So I've got my extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. Yes, the best there is. And I've just drizzled with a little bit. And now you would just tell the consistency is going to be different. I needed to add a little bit more salt because when I tasted it, it did require it. And now look at that. It's looking all nice. It's got that pliable texture, as you can tell. Yes. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, I've just cleaned the edges as one should, and to that I've scooped, you know, a ladle full of my smoked fish stock. I'm going to allow this beauty to steam for about 10 minutes so everything cooks through perfectly, just like this. You see, notification gang, thank you guys for your love, your attention, your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now this is a recipe you need to try. Ingredients already available, definitely. Now you know what, if you don't have that smoked fish, you can use your smoked herrings, your shrimps, chicken stock, your beef stock. If you want a vegetarian version, use a vegetarian stock, you know. Don't hold back. But I just think this is a recipe that you need to try because you can enjoy it even on its own. It's so packed with natural flavors, may I say. So this is ready, and now I've just, you know, drizzled a little bit of, you know, coconut oil in my bowl here. And the reason is because I'll be doing some ketchup later, because when I make this, what I tend to do is also refrigerate it, and it does last me at least for about 3 to 4 days. And it's even better. But when I transfer that in, the reason why I've added the oil is I can turn it over and it comes off just beautifully, and then I can slice it and serve it, because you know, like my kitchen. But then again, there's also a traditional way of serving this, and I'd cover all of that anyway. Just watch and enjoy. So here I'm serving this with my immune boosting homemade chili sauce, which is going to be readily available to you all very soon. Or you can try your hands at serving it with some raw pepper. Yes. Or better still, try it with a peanut butter soup. Now I'll leave the recipe link in the description box below. And when you do slice it, this is what you do get. I mean, here I was just doing my shenanigans again and drizzling with a little bit of fennel, but you can avoid that altogether. Now, this can be enjoyed on its own, but then again, can you imagine having a chilled glass of lemonade with this? Yum. Now, naturally, I'd leave all the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, Ndudu by Fafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Noel, thank you very much for my theme song, and until next time, kings and queens, I love you. Now, please take very good care of yourselves. Yes, please practice social distancing, wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer, boost your immune system. Yes, because coronavirus is still there, yes, definitely. And we need to survive this. So please take very good care of yourselves. And guess what? I love you for you. And thank you very much for watching.